So, Marius, at last I find you.
Tyrael, yes. Yes, now I recognize you. I should have known you'd travel in disguise. They're always watching.
I've been searching for you for a long time, Marius. I was rather beginning to think you didn't want to be found.
Oh, forgive me, Tyrael, please. It wasn't my fault.
Not your fault. Tell me, Marius, how was it not your fault?
The Wanderer. Yes, it was the Wanderer. My days at the Rogue Citadel seem so long ago. I sought refuge from my memories in the company of other outcasts, high in the mountains past the Eastern Gate.
Do you want something?
Oh, I fought sleep for days at a time. For when I dreamt, the memories would return. Memories of the monastery and the evil which had claimed it. Dreams, memories. I couldn't tell the difference anymore. Had the evil from my dreams followed me at my heels? How had he found me here? How could this broken shell of a man, barely able to carry the weight of his own sword, be the burning terror which drove me to hide here? He seemed to have demons of his own that he struggled to contain. And he was losing. As I watched, I became convinced that I was truly mad. The terror, the destruction, the evil I witnessed, how else could I explain them? Were these the demons from my dream, or were they born within the Wanderer? Why did I follow him? I don't know. Why do things happen as they do in dreams? All I know is that when he beckoned, I had to follow him. And from that moment, we traveled together east. Always into the east.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Diablo II, Lord of the Destruction. This is going to be an Iron Man hardcore playthrough. This is the updated version. This is version 1.14D. No, gotta give the players the D. It's for Diablo, the devil, demon, that's what the D's for, right? So anyways, I'm going to be playing a hardcore version of this game. So, hardcore is just like Iron Man. If my character dies, they are dead. Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've played Diablo 2 quite a bit when I was a kid, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but at the same time, it's been a really long time since I've played it, so I don't exactly know all the little details. But I'm thinking of Paladin. This is what I've been thinking of the past couple of days. Paladin would be pretty dope to play. I think he's better for like a big party of people, and not so much like on his own. But I think that'll give a little bit more gravitas to the situation of a hardcore playthrough. All right, so let's think of a name. Let's see. I would do like Sir or Lord or something like that, but I think that any spaces or anything like that is just going to show like the first word and not the second one. So let's do Frederick. Yeah, that sounds good. Once a hardcore character dies, it cannot be played again. Are you sure you wish to create a hardcore character? Yes, sir, I do. Thank you very much.
Good day.
Let's go ahead and hit the help real quick. Hold control to run. Highlight items on the ground. Yep. That hold alt, man. I played Diablo 2 so much that I would actually pop off the Windows keys off my keyboards growing up. Because I was like, man, I don't know when I'm going to play Diablo 2, but I sure as fuck don't want to hit that Windows key and fucking get sent to the desktop. I start to
Well met, noble paladin. It's been a while since I've seen any of your kind in the West. It would be an honor to aid you in any way that I can.
Thank you, sir.
No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Well, some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again.
You don't say.
I don't know if I believe that. But a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutga Lane before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along.
Thank you.
You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
Thank you, sir. The one thing that I love about Diablo 2 is just the music. It's the one nostalgic thing that always brings me back. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons recently with a few friends of mine, and I've been building up a YouTube playlist. And the first game soundtrack that I went for was the Diablo 2 soundtrack, and just listening to that music again made me want to play this game. And I figured, I beat Diablo 1 all the way through. I've played Diablo 2 so much that I'm fairly confident that I can make it through a few acts before I die. All right, let's talk to the Akara,
Greetings.
the leader of the camp.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp. but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls.
Yeah, they're pretty shitty.
You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel.
Dariel.
Still can't believe it. But she turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, it has been a
There's
while.
a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave.
Giant yetis?
I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
What I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted is that I actually don't remember some of the parts of the story because, you know, I'd played it so much and it was more of a hassle to listen through some of the dialogue that I just kind of like skipped a bunch of it. So it is nice to go back through it. I will be listening to all the dialogue that I can, just for the cinematic purpose of, you know, remembering the game and what exactly I'm doing instead of skipping through it and stuff like that. Also, all the cinematics and stuff like that I'll be doing. All right, so this map is going north. So I always loved it about the camp is that it is randomized, which is pretty neat.
I will cleanse this wilderness.